Alright, welcome to another episode of Out and About with Trev. As you can see, I've started tearing down the heads. Today's mission is to tear the heads down, get the valves out on both heads, and we'll just see how it goes. But it's good when you've got the good tools. This is a Torx kit with all the sockets, different sizes and stuff. And these Torx bolts are really difficult to get out. Sometimes people broke them, but when you've got the right tools, it really helps. So I'm just taking off the rest of these. These came out really easy. I would say the guys that did them when they got the heads done obviously used the right tools and knew what they were doing, because they haven't screwed them up at all. So as you can see, they're all just coming out nice, and that's what you want. These are certainly bolts you don't use a rattle gun on. They don't have to be tensioned down very much, and you don't need the rattle gun. Not that I have one at the moment anyway. But there you go. We'll just take these out. And like I say, these are the bolts that scare most people, and I must admit I was a bit concerned about them, because I thought something goes wrong with these. They're difficult to sort out. I'm not even sure what you do. You probably have to drill them and use an easy out, or maybe I don't know, do something else. so halfway through my productive weekend, managed to get all the valves out. Actually, it was a lot easier than I was expecting. I was really worried about those Torx bolts because, you know, if they're damaged, it's really hard to get them out. But anyway, they all came out, so that was good. So certainly the people that have worked on the engine before, they know what they're doing. So anyway, and I got like I said, I got the valves out. One of them, really there's only two of them that were a bit of a problem. Maybe slightly, very slightly bent. One you can actually see there's a bit of an angle to it. I'll try to get some photos of that later on. It's all packed away in the trailer at the moment, but tomorrow's mission is to make me roof bars on my trailer, so that ultimately I can put the rooftop tent onto the trailer. So I've got the steel for that, and it shouldn't be that much of a project, but it is going to be a thing, and hopefully by this time tomorrow I should have them all welded up, and all they need is a bit of paint on them later, but we'll worry about that a bit later. But at the moment I'm just waiting for a couple of final things to come in. Just a couple of things. Yeah, I've got some important stuff for the engine. So really a couple of deliveries. I've got to get some stuff on next week on Thursday. But basically, I've got to pick up a radiator that's been sent to the wrong place, the idiots. They sent it to my billing address, not my delivery address. So instead of turning up here, it's gone to my billing address, which is in North Melbourne. Just a thing. I logged into the wrong email, eBay thing, and it happens. Got a lot going on in my head at the moment. Anyway, we'll just see what happens. Alright, so day two of my productive weekend project. As you can see behind me, I've got got all my steel laid out, measured up. The old rule is measure twice and cut once, so I've done that. Well, I haven't cut it, but I've measured it twice. Anyway, these are going to go on the trailer, and then I can put my rooftop tent on that. That'll be really good. Alright, we'll see how the day goes. Alright, so end of the day. Didn't quite get as much as I wanted, but I got this this bar here on. So when the solar panel goes in, there'll be a mount here and bolt it down on there. And over here, I'll put another one here. I'll have to drill the holes. One's going to be for a lock, and one of them will be for a bolt, so I can lock it down. So anyway, tomorrow I'm going to start putting the engine back together. So all right, so just put the crank in. I've had a little bit of a problem with the new big end bearings that I ordered. I don't know, they're just too tight. I know people say new bearings are a bit tight, but I couldn't knock them with the big hammer, so I've had no option to put the old big bearings in. They're not too bad. A little bit of, you can see they've been used, but that's the only option I've got, because I've got to get this going and I've got to get out by the end of October. So anyway, they'll be all right. I know I can hear anyone who's knows what they're doing there. Oh, what are you doing? And I said, well, the problem is I can't get them. I can't order anything new, stuff anymore, because I've only got a couple of weeks up my sleeve. So anyway, yeah. So I've whacked these ones in. I mixed them up a bit so they're not in the same place where they were before. So anyway, that's just what's happening. So now it's time to put the block together. So I just got to put some stuff in here, and then I'll whack them in. So the stuff I'm using is what Subaru recommend. It's 3 bond, what is it, 1207B, and just going to whack a bit of just do it like this. This is the old stuff. Might be a bit too old. Alright, so didn't have a very good day yesterday. I tried to put the pistons in, but the overalls size rings were not correct. But anyway, I've got to get another set. I'll order that in a couple of days. Anyway, today's mission into I'm going to put new valves in and valve guide seals, and I've just put the first one in. Probably I've got us to slide them in and a bit of grinding to make sure they set in, and it probably took me about half an hour to do the first one, so hopefully I'll get quicker later. Anyway, we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, I've got 7 more on this one and then another 8 on the other one, so we'll just see how it goes. This is the only mission today, just to put all these in. We'll just see what happens. Finally on the last valve for this head, nearly halfway. These little things are pretty tricky, but I'm getting used to them. So they just lock the spring. Oops. And sometimes they fall too far. You just have to get them out. This little magnetic thing is really useful. Turn up and then now I've sort of gone. I'm under the pump to get everything working. So that one's just falling out. These things are, like I said, they are tricky. Sometimes they just go. I've had a couple of them that just gone straight in like you wouldn't believe, and then a couple like this are just, well, they've turned into a mythical flying beast. Yeah, they're dragging. Alright, no, that's not going to work. Oh, there we go, nearly. Oh, this. Now, whoever designed them probably won awards, but geez, they're tricky. I might have got this one. Might have got him. There we go, all nice. So yeah, so halfway. Now just got to do the other head. This one's only taken a few hours. Just with mucking around. I lost one of the little clips at one point. It took me about half an hour to find it. Anyway, I think it's time for a cuppa, and then I'll get on to the next one. Right, so I've got the driver's side head put together with the new valves, and anyway, I'll work on the other one over the weekend, but yeah, hopefully I can get a new set of new rings, but anyway, we'll see what happens. And if I can't get the engine running by the end of the month, I've decided that what I'll do is put all the car parts into the car. I'll pull out a lot of my stuff out of the car, my stereo, the CBs and the fridge, extra battery, things like that. And then what I'll do is I'll put all the car parts in the car, and I'll put all my stuff, the stuff that I need, everything I need in the trailer. I'll put my rooftop tent on the trailer, and then what I'll do is I'll get someone to I'll sell the Suby, but that's just another option. We'll just see what happens. And then what I'll do is I'll hire a vehicle and take my trailer to a mate's place, and we'll just see what happens. But I'm actually going to call him tomorrow and just see what's going on. But he's in Reservoir and next to where I used to live. But yeah, we'll just see what happens. But that's just an option I've come up with. Yeah, that's just one of the options. Like I say, I'm just under a heap of pressure, and unfortunately, like I say, I've got to be out of where I am by the end of the month. So, it's really tough and really tricky, and I'm doing what I can. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think probably this will be the end of this episode, and then in the next one I'll show what I've done, and we'll just see what's going on. But like I say, I'm just running out of time. It's just been really tough because I had to order a lot of stuff, especially from overseas, and that took weeks to come, and I didn't have the money until like the end of last month. So, but anyway, time for a cuppa, and thanks for watching, and we'll see how the next video goes. Depending on what happens, either way I'll end up somewhere, and the YouTube channel will keep going, but it might yeah, I just don't know. It's bloody tricky, but at least I've got the block together, and I've got one of the heads together, so that's a start. And we'll get the other head ready to go, and then if I can get the right piston rings, then maybe I can get it all together. But yeah, like I say, the clock's ticking, and it's just really tough. So alright guys, like I said, this is the end of this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.